Hello, it's Ruth, and today I have kit number 67 from Tonic Studios to share with you, and this one is called Follow Your Dream Rainbow Box. This is the kit box, and then I'm going to open it up and show you everything that's inside, so there'll be a quick unboxing and then I'll start to make something. So first of all, we've got some Craft Perfect here. This is the little wallet with the dies and stamps in it. And then there's some Nuvo products and some different things in here. So it's all very exciting. And this is launched on the 20th of every month. So don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, to do that and hit the notification bell. And that way you'll be able to keep up to date with all of the launches as they come along. And if you have time and enjoy it, don't forget to give it a little thumbs up and leave me a little comment if possible. Thank you. We'll have a look at the beautiful colourful card first of all. So this is the wallet that comes in an A4 wallet. That's really handy for storing the card in while you're using it. And then here we are. So bright and so beautiful. So first of all, these are classic card samples here, and they are A4 and they are 216 GSM. So we've got buttermilk yellow, apricot orange, clementine orange, fuchsia pink and chili red. And then we've got some beautiful glitter card, and this is Midnight Topaz. Beautiful low shed. I would probably say that that's no shed, but Tonic cover themselves really well with that and call it low shed, but I've never had any problem with any of it. And this then is Electric Purple mirror card, and I'm going to have my usual, yeah, there it is. It's always very difficult for me to show you that on screen without getting a big face smiling back at you. And then this one is Fresh Mint Pearlescent card. Another one of my favourites. So this is going to be very colourful, as you can see, and will make lovely little rainbows. And this is the die set, and like last month where we had the Sassy Shell gift bag, this one is really simple and really straightforward. There's lots of little bits of fluff in there because I had a very fluffy jumper on earlier. Had to go and change it to come back and do this. So I've got lots of little bits of black fluff there, but you'll excuse that. There we are, that's the little wallet, and that will fit into the binder that you'll get for every three if you follow along with these kits. You'll get a little leaflet with instructions in it as well with yours, but it's actually really easy to follow along with anyhow. This is the main die here that makes the little gift bag, and then these are decorative, and a gorgeous little rainbow, a little pattern that you can die cut to put on top, and a little cloud, little sentiment, a little sun and an outline, and some beautiful little raindrops with a little debossed area on there. We've got thanks, smile, and well, I did want to smile when I saw this, so I hope you do too. These are the edges, and this is the little frilly bit at the side, and a gorgeous little heart. And there are the stamps: Follow Your Dreams, Love Is, and then Sending Sunshine to Someone Special. Really lovely. Now, look at that, isn't that fantastic? I love these. So they're brilliantly vibrant, highly pigmented classic colour pencils. I'll just set these aside to show you these in more detail. I would say if you've been following any of my videos along, you'll have seen me using these quite a lot, and even for magazine commissions and things, I actually use these quite a lot because I love them. And they are sort of a triangular shape, you can see there, really easy to hold, and they blend beautifully. So I'll be showing you how to use some of those in here, but don't forget to have a look back at some of my other videos and you'll see lots of these in use as well. The tins actually fit really well together. I'll just go and get another tin and show you what I mean with this. I'm back again. This is a tin that I already have, so it's not included in the kit, but I just want to show you how these fit together whenever you're using them. You can open this one out, keep the lid like this, and set the other one in, and they're not going to go anywhere. You'll have all your pencils right in front of you and ready to use. So I'm going to take that one away again, not to confuse the issue. There we are. Now we've got a beautiful glitter marker here, and that is Lemon Drizzle. Really sparkly and beautiful, and I'm sure I will use that later on. Some double-sided red line tape, and this is 1/4 inch by 16 feet. Oh, right. So that's rather a lot, and it's very fine. I love that one because it fits into lots of your small projects and it's not going to come over the edge. You don't really like to trim red liner tape if you don't really have to, because it leaves a sticky residue on your scissors. So using that fine one is absolutely perfect. Then this is a really, really beautiful colour of mica mist, and this is called Turkish Rose, and even the name of that is so beautiful. There's a lovely sparkle to that. You can spray that directly onto your projects, or you can just screw the top off and give it some flicks with the little tube that's inside there. Then we have some beautiful crushed grape crystal drops, and that's a really, really beautiful colour as well, and a little trial packet or container of embossing powder, and this one is called Odyssey Blue. So lots and lots of colourful things there. I'll be right back and we'll start to make something. First of all, if you're just going to make a really straightforward little bag, or little box, you'll need to cut this out twice and just reinforce that little score line with your bone folder, just like that. Give it a good clean, crisp, sharp edge on it, and then glue those both together. You'll also need to cut one of these, and that will be the piece that holds these together. And before you fold all these little edges in, it's a good idea just to give that a little curl, very, very little. And if you do it with something round like this instead of something flat like this, you're not going to get any lumps and bumps right across there as well. And then just go ahead and fold all of these in. Now all you need to do is follow this around here, so you can actually just put it on the inside and follow that curve around like that. But it's so quick and easy if you just do it the other way around. Put it on like this, and then just cut another one to put over the top there. So you can see all the little glue tabs on the other side, and I don't want to see those, so I've cut another one of these, and I'm just going to trim this area off and glue that directly on top there. So now you need to cut out this die, and I've actually done that twice because I like a little double layer on there, and again just a little curl there. Now the paper's light, and that's quite thin, it's a narrow die, so you don't really need to worry too much about that. But on one of them, decide whichever colour you want, you can fold these back, and then they get glued right around the top of that, and then I'm going to add the other one on just directly straight in behind that, and I don't need to glue those tabs at all. Don't need to fold those tabs at all, sorry. Now, I like the sort of easy way around this again, so I am going to just pop that on like so, right round there. And again, I'm going to cut another side and put it on the top. It reinforces this and it makes it a sturdier little bag as well, but it also covers over all those little tabs. You might actually like that because that's quite nice on the top there as well, but I would like to cover them over. Or you can glue them on the inside as well, of course, that's probably where they're meant to go, but I'm going to put them there. And then I've got this one, and I'm going to just glue that directly in there. So now I have taken this die and the other half circle die, that's this one, and I've cut that out in fuchsia pink, and I've cut this out once in every colour. And I've got one of the pieces each here, so I've got lots of those other pieces over on my desk there. I don't want to bring them over and mix them all up, but I will have an extra piece here, obviously, because there are more pieces here than there are die cuts here. We've got 5 and I've got 6 there, so I'm just going to glue these on here and see which way around I like them, and then I'm going to glue this little panel on there, and that'll be lovely and cheerful. So it's much easier if you just start at the outside and work your way in. Don't be trying to start placing colours in the centre or anything. just like that. So now I have die cut a little yellow sun, and it's going to go in there, and the rays will actually cover part of that, but I think it looks really, really cute anyway, and I'm going to put it on there. So that will go in there, and I'll pop it down right near the bottom there. And then I have die cut a little cloud, which I will glue on just about there. And then I have die cut and embossed the two together here. You can just see there where I've taped two together, and it's the outline of the little frame and the little banner, and then it says smile. So where it debossed the smile, I just filled that in with a little fine liner pen, and I've got 3D foam pads in the back of that, and I'm just going to pop that on there. And who wouldn't smile when they look at something as nice and bright as that? I had a little look at these pencils, and because I really enjoy using them so much, I think you'll enjoy them too once you feel just how smoothly they move across your card and your paper and whatnot. I had a little idea. This was my little prototype, and this obviously was all in white, but I thought it would look really nice in orange. So I've made the little box up in exactly the same way as I made this one, except I've only put one little lip on there, and I have glued that on the inside. Hopefully you can see that. And then I've taken the semicircle die and I've cut that out in white, and you can probably see there, this is very, very rough. It's not accurate at all, but I got the center point here and I just marked it with pencil, and then straight down here and roughly 2 centimeters or whatever out the side there. And what I'm going to do now is use the pencils that are in here, because I thought these colours looked really, really beautiful. So this is Tangerine Tango, and this one is Spring Daffodil, and I am just going to colour this in sort of a linear fashion, heading out towards, from the point here out towards the outside, and leave a little white space in the centre here, and I'll probably leave a little bit of white around the outside as well, and then I'm going to glue that on top of here. And I'm going to do some of these strokes light and some of them a bit heavier and whatnot, just to give different weights and different textures to that as well, and then I'll cover it at the end with some glaze. Got some glue on this, and I'm just going to put it on here, and then I'm going to add the glaze. So there are different ways you can add glaze onto that one. You could just brush crystal glaze straight across it with a little fine brush, obviously just giving streaks out this way, but I'm going to use some morning dewdrops and put it on kind of in a streaky kind of fashion, and then let that dry and go back and add some more. So blobs here and there. You can see there, it's just having it sort of looking the way an orange should look. Just a few stringy bits there. That will dry clear, and then whenever I come back, whenever it dries, I'll add some more. To create a little bit of a background paper, and I've taken some buttermilk card here, some buttermilk yellow, and I've got this really, really beautiful Turkish rose mica mist, and I'm just going to spray that lightly. So you can see I've got this in an old kit box here, and that means that the spray doesn't go outside that. And just remember, whenever you do this, to take the lid off and wash out the nozzle and the little spray afterwards so that it doesn't dry up. That's dried, and I have cut out two pieces the same as this, and then I've cut out the long piece with the tab on it in the same patterned paper that I've just made, and then I've cut another one out in yellow, buttermilk yellow, and I've cut off the glue tabs at each end of it, just slightly inside that line. And I'm going to go ahead here. Now you can see that I've glued this one on the inside, unlike some of the others where I put it over the top, because I want to do something a little bit different with this. I want to glue that in there, and then I'm going to use those glue tabs to glue to this piece here. So first of all, I want to just curl this slightly, which I've already done, and glue it on. And now I can go ahead and add glue onto all of these little tabs and glue this directly on top of that one. To strengthen both of these areas here, I have taken the same die and I've cut that out again in some buttermilk yellow card, and I have trimmed this part off because it doesn't fold over properly. You need to just glue this part in first of all, and then when that's glued in, then you can go ahead and glue this piece onto the top here as well, and trim just a slight little bit off that just to accommodate the fold. And you can do that on both sides, and that gives you a really strong little bag. And then we'll sort out this part in a second or two. This then is going to be the front of my little bag, and I've strengthened the interior part of it here. And on the back part, which is going to fold forward, I have a little strip ready to go onto that, but I've also taken this little die here, the one that has the little scallop that I've put on around here, and I'm going to glue that across this part. So what I actually am aiming for is to have this part folding down and with that coming across here. So I need to fold these over, but first of all I want to glue them on here. So I'm going to glue those little tabs on and keep that kind of central there, and then just snip them off and fold it over. I cut that same strip then in the fuchsia pink. I've actually cut it twice, and on this one here I've already gone ahead and glued it on, and I've offset it slightly so you can see where the scallop sort of joins in the middle there. And on the second one I'm going to do just the same sort of thing with it, but I have cut a little strip. I actually cut this, and then I cut that again to 4 centimeters, and the cut edge is going to go up in here in the center, and the bottom edge then is going to be nice and tidy down at the bottom here. So I'll go ahead and glue this in first of all. So we're coming in from the side, and it's going to be in there. That's going to be the little closure, but I want to put another one of these on here, so I'm just going to glue that right in there, and that will strengthen that, but I'm going to offset it slightly just so that it, actually, do you know what, I cut a yellow one and I think I'll just use it, because that would be another little piece, but I want to keep it just a very small scallop in there. It's really just to tidy this up. So I'll go ahead, put glue right across here and put that on, and then I can just cut down the sides and trim that off as well to follow the sort of semicircular thing. So there we are, and we're bringing lots of colours into that. That's lovely and bright. Now I've taken this little die and I've cut that out in the fuchsia pink, and I'm going to glue that on just by these edges here, just there. And you can see there that if I put that in, that's going to act as the little closure part for this little bag. So now I've got some of this Moonstone Pink Crafters ribbon. That's the double satin and it's 5mm. And I'm going to glue that on there and there. And you can make that whatever length you like. I've made it about 11.5 inches. And then you can probably see already, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I've taken the little heart die from this set and I've cut that out twice in this patterned paper, the one that I made with the mica mist. And I'm just going to glue a lovely little heart over the top of where the ribbon is attached there. So lastly, just to finish that then, I've made myself a beautiful little flower, and that is made with the buttermilk yellow card from this set, and I've used the Flawless Flower Creations zinnia die set. And if you want to see how I made the flowers, I'll put a link down below and you can see how to do that in a different video. And I am just going to glue that on top of there, and that's my little bag, pretty little bag, all finished. So that's everything that I'm going to make with the set, but I have a few other suggestions for you. I've got the little bag and the little orange. Oh yes, that's the little orange all dried out. Isn't that lovely? I love that, the effect that that gives there. Just whenever you put streaky morning dewdrops on that and let it dry, it really looks beautiful. So we've got this little box here, and we've got the orange one here, and then a pretty little bag here. So don't forget that you can add the rainbow dies and all of those things onto the front of a card. That would be really, really beautiful. You can also use all of those sentiment dies that are on there. You could use the colours that are left here in lots of different ways. You could be very, very creative with all of those. And I was thinking that this would be really, really lovely if you used the little box, not necessarily this one, I'm just showing you this for the shape. So if you had this little box and propped it up like this, you could put a little false shelf in there the same way as I did with the wheelbarrow. So one of these coming from a flap in there that just sits down and covers the inside of that, and then you could put flowers on the top one here, prop it open like that so it's going to stay open, and have the flowers on there, and then have this so that it lifts up as well. So the box then would stay this kind of orientation, propped open with little flowers on it. You don't necessarily even have to have something in below. It would just be a little ornament, and tie a lovely little bow, a ribbon or something around there, and that would be really, really lovely as well. But I've really enjoyed that. It's one of those sets, a bit like the last one, the seashell, Sassy Shell Bag I think it was called, that I had so much fun with, and there were so many different things that I could have done with it. And eventually you just have to call a halt because you could go on forever. And I have to leave this up to you now, because if you get the kit, I would love to see and hear what you're going to do with it as well. So thanks very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because I really did have fun with that one. And I'll see you again in the next one. But in the meantime, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please do that. Hit the notification bell, give it a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and leave me a little comment down below. My affiliate links to everything I've used in this video will be down below in the description as well, along with the link to the video where you can see how to make these flowers. So thank you so, so much for watching once again, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye!